73% of women who cheat come crawling back within 6 months, but only to the men who do this. Today, I'm going to show you 8 ruthless tactics that will make her regret the day she lost you. And no, this isn't about revenge. This is about becoming so irresistible that she'll be begging to come back while you're building an empire she'll never be part of. This isn't about revenge. This is about reclaiming your power. Before we dive into these game-changing strategies, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, smash that like button if you're ready to take your power back. Second, subscribe and hit that notification bell because I'm about to drop knowledge that will transform your entire mindset. And third, drop your city in the comments below. I want to see where my real men are watching from. Let me know you're here and ready to level up. Now let's get into it. Trick 1. The complete silence protocol. The most dangerous sound on earth isn't a roar. It's silence. She expects you to blow up her phone at 2 a.m. crying about how much you miss her. She expects you to beg, to explain, to chase her around like some desperate puppy begging for scraps. That's what weak men do. That's what she's counting on. You disappear completely. Here's what complete silence looks like. No texts, no calls, no accidental bumps into her at the coffee shop she frequents. Block her number immediately. Remove her from every social media platform. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everything. Don't check her Instagram stories like some digital stalker at 3 a.m. wondering who she's with now. When mutual friends ask about you, you give them nothing. I'm focused on myself right now. That's all they get. But here's the advanced level of this protocol. You also stop talking about her to anyone. Your friends, your family, your coworkers. Nobody gets updates about how you're feeling about the situation. You become a vault. The less you talk about her, the less mental energy you're giving her, and the faster you heal. Why does this work? Because silence creates mystery, and mystery creates obsession. While she's sitting there waiting for your reaction, wondering why you're not fighting for her, you're rebuilding yourself in the shadows. She'll start questioning everything. Why isn't he calling? Doesn't he care? What is he doing right now? Is he with someone else already? The beauty of silence is that it forces her to sit with her own thoughts, her own guilt, her own regret. No distractions from your emotional outbursts. No drama to feed off. Just her, alone, realizing what she's done. And trust me, that silence will echo in her head louder than any argument ever could. Most men fail at this because they think silence means being cold or cruel. It doesn't. Silence is simply the absence of your energy. You're not giving her access to your emotions, your time, or your mental space. You're not feeding the drama she created. You're starving it. But silence is just the beginning. Wait until you see trick number 2, the shadow transformation. While she's playing games with her new toy, you're becoming a different species entirely. This isn't about getting revenge. This is about evolution. You're going to transform so completely that when she sees you again, she won't recognize the man she lost. Hit the gym like your life depends on it because honestly, it does. Not the half-hearted 30-minute sessions you used to do while thinking about her. I'm talking about serious, dedicated training that builds both your body and your mental fortitude. Every rep is you getting stronger. Every drop of sweat is washing away the weak version of yourself that accepted less than you deserved. But this goes deeper than just physical transformation. You're going to rebuild your entire identity. Learn new skills. Take that online course you've been putting off. Learn a new language. Imagine her surprise when she finds out you're fluent in Spanish now. Pick up that guitar that's been collecting dust. Start that side business you always talked about but never had the time for. Funny how much time you have when you're not wasting it on someone who doesn't value you. Travel. See places she only dreamed of visiting. Book that trip to Thailand. Take that photography workshop in Iceland. Attend that conference in Barcelona. Document nothing publicly. Let others talk about your adventures. When someone asks where you've been, you casually mention that weekend in Barcelona or that business trip to Dubai like it's no big deal. Read books that expand your mind. Learn about philosophy, psychology, business, anything that makes you more interesting and complex. Develop opinions and perspectives she never knew you had. Become the kind of man who can hold intelligent conversations about subjects she doesn't even understand. The goal isn't to show off. It's to become so evolved, so upgraded, so fundamentally improved that you become a completely different person. Not for her, but for you. You're not the same man who got cheated on. That man is gone. This new version of you is stronger, smarter, more confident, and completely unavailable to people who don't deserve you. Your transformation is just setting the stage for trick number 3, the energy redirect strategy. Every tear you shed, every sleepless night, every moment of pure rage. That's not weakness, that's fuel. The greatest men in history were forged in the fire of betrayal. Napoleon used his exile to plan his return. Steve Jobs used getting fired from Apple to build something even better. Michael Jordan used getting cut from his high school basketball team to become the greatest player of all time. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Betrayal is a gift. It reveals who people really are. It strips away the illusions. It shows you that you were investing premium energy in someone who wasn't worthy of your investment. Now you get to redirect all that energy you were wasting on her into building something she could never touch, never be part of, never even understand. Set massive goals. Not little goals, massive ones. Want to double your income? Do it. Want to get that promotion? Crush it. Want to start that business? Build it. Use every ounce of emotional energy and channel it into productive action. Here's how this works practically. Every time you feel that surge of anger or sadness, immediately redirect it. Feel angry? Hit the gym harder. Feel sad? Work on your business plan. Feel lonely? Learn a new skill. Don't suppress the emotions. Use them as rocket fuel. The pain you feel right now? That's your fuel tank being filled. Every moment of hurt is potential energy waiting to be converted into kinetic energy. Don't waste it on self-pity. Don't waste it on wondering what you could have done differently. Use it to build a legacy that outlasts any relationship. Create a vision board. Write down exactly what you want your life to look like in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Make it so compelling that achieving it becomes more important than anything she could ever offer you. When your future becomes more exciting than your past, you've won. Now here's where it gets psychological. Trick number 4 will mess with her head. The abundance mindset switch. She cheated because she thought she had options and you didn't. She thought you were lucky to have her and she was settling for you. She operated from a place of scarcity, believing that if she didn't grab this opportunity with this other guy, she'd never get another chance. Time to shatter that delusion completely. You're about to show her what a man with options looks like. Start dating again, not immediately, but when you're ready. And when you do, date women who are more attractive, more accomplished, more interesting than she ever was. Date women who appreciate what you bring to the table instead of taking it for granted. But here's the key. Don't date out of desperation or to make her jealous. Date because you're a valuable man who deserves better. There's a massive difference in energy between these two approaches, and women can sense it immediately. Build a strong social circle. Surround yourself with successful, positive people who lift you up instead of dragging you down. Attend networking events. Join clubs. Take classes. Be seen at places where high-value people gather. Become the kind of man that other successful people want to be around. Develop multiple income streams. Build wealth. Create financial independence. When you have money, you have options. When you have options, you have power. When you have power, you never have to settle again. Here's the mindset shift. Never let one woman define your worth again. You are not half of a couple looking for your other half. You are a complete man who chooses to share his life with someone worthy of it. There's a massive difference. When you operate from abundance instead of scarcity, everything changes. Your posture changes. Your confidence changes. Your entire energy shifts. You stop being needy and start being selective. You stop chasing and start choosing. And women notice. They always notice. But here's the psychological warfare part. Trick number 5, the success display. Don't tell her you're winning. Show her. Actions speak louder than words, and success speaks loudest of all. This isn't about being flashy or showing off. This is about living so well that your life becomes undeniable proof of your value. Get that promotion you've been working toward. If your current job doesn't appreciate you, find one that does. Negotiate harder. Take on bigger projects. Position yourself as indispensable. Make them pay you what you're worth or find someone who will. Buy that car you've been wanting. Not to impress anyone, but because you deserve nice things. Move to that better apartment in the nicer part of town. Upgrade your wardrobe. Invest in quality over quantity. Present yourself like the high-value man you are. Take that vacation to places she only sees in magazines. Book first-class flights. Stay in nice hotels. Experience the world in style. Not because you're trying to prove anything, but because life is short and you deserve to live it fully. Start that business you've been thinking about. Build something that generates passive income. Create multiple revenue streams. Develop assets that work for you while you sleep. Financial freedom is the ultimate form of personal power. Success is magnetic. When people see you thriving, they want to be part of that energy. And when she sees you succeeding without her, when she realizes that losing her didn't destroy you but actually freed you to become better, the regret will eat her alive. Post strategically on social media. Not about relationships, not about feelings, about achievements. The new car, the business milestone, the exotic vacation, the promotion, the new apartment. Let the pictures tell the story of a man who is absolutely thriving. But here's the crucial part. This has to be real. Don't fake success to impress her. Build actual success because you deserve it. The best revenge isn't looking successful. It's being successful. Now for the mind games, trick number 6 will drive her crazy. The indifference protocol. When you finally cross paths, and you will, she needs to see a man who is completely unaffected by her presence. No anger, no sadness, no desperation. Just polite indifference. Like she's a stranger you vaguely remember from somewhere. This requires serious emotional control. Practice in the mirror if you have to. Master the art of the polite smile, the casual, "Oh, hey," like you're surprised to see her but not particularly interested. Keep conversations short and surface level. "Yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you are too. Take care." No emotion, no investment, no indication that she has any power over your feelings whatsoever. Treat her exactly like you would treat any other acquaintance. Polite but distant. This will mess with her head more than any angry confrontation ever could. She's expecting drama. She's expecting you to be hurt, angry, desperate to talk about what happened. When you give her nothing but casual politeness, it completely throws her off balance. She'll start wondering if you ever really cared. She'll question whether the relationship meant anything to you. She'll realize that while she's been thinking about you, analyzing every interaction, rehearsing what she'll say when she sees you, you've genuinely moved on. The key is that this indifference has to be real. You can't fake it. If you're still emotionally invested, she'll sense it. That's why the previous steps are so important. You have to actually build a life so good that her presence doesn't affect you. Practice emotional detachment. Meditate. Work with a therapist if necessary. Develop the ability to observe your emotions without being controlled by them. This is a superpower that will serve you in every area of life. This next one is brutal. Trick number 7. The better upgrade reveal. Eventually, she'll see you with someone better. Younger, more beautiful, more accomplished, more everything. Don't flaunt it, just live it. When she realizes you've upgraded in every way possible, the regret will hit like a freight train. This isn't about being cruel or trying to hurt her feelings. It's about showing her the natural consequence of her choices. She chose to leave. You chose to find better. Cause and effect. The woman you're with now appreciates you. She doesn't take you for granted. She doesn't betray your trust. She adds value to your life instead of drama. When your ex sees this contrast, when she sees what a healthy, respectful relationship looks like, she'll realize exactly what she threw away. But here's the important part. This new woman has to actually be better. Don't just date someone more attractive if they're not a better person. Date someone who brings out the best in you. Someone who supports your goals. Someone who adds to your life instead of complicating it. Let her see you being genuinely happy with someone who deserves you. Let her see you laughing, being affectionate, being the man she lost. Don't hide it, but don't flaunt it either. Just live your best life with someone worthy of it. When she sees you with this upgrade, several things will happen in her mind. First, she'll realize that you're not broken or damaged by what she did. Second, she'll see that other women value what she threw away. Third, she'll understand that you've moved on to something better, not just different. And finally, the ultimate power move. Trick number 8. The permanent closure. Here's the ultimate power move. When she inevitably tries to come back, and she will, you politely decline. Not out of anger, not out of hurt, but because you've genuinely moved on to something better. You've built a life so incredible that her return would be a downgrade. She'll text you, "I miss you. I made a mistake. Can we talk?" The old you might have jumped at the chance. The new you recognizes it for what it is: manipulation. She's not coming back because she loves you. She's coming back because she sees you winning without her and wants back on the winning team. This is the ultimate test of everything you've built. All the work you've done on yourself, all the success you've achieved, all the growth you've experienced, it all comes down to this moment. Can you walk away from the past to protect your future? Stay firm in your boundaries. "I appreciate you reaching out, but I've moved on. I wish you well." That's it. No long explanations, no emotional speeches, no doors left open, no "maybe we can be friends." Nonsense. Protect your new life fiercely. You've worked too hard, grown too much, built too much to let someone who betrayed you waltz back in and destroy it all over again. Remember, people don't change. They just reveal who they always were. Someone who cheated once will cheat again. Someone who betrayed your trust once will betray it again. Don't let nostalgia or loneliness cloud your judgment. These aren't just tricks. They're based on fundamental human psychology. Women are attracted to value, success, and emotional strength. When you display all three while showing complete indifference to her choices, you become irresistible not just to her, but to every other woman watching. It's the scarcity principle in action. When something becomes unavailable, it becomes more valuable. When you remove yourself from her life completely, you become the one who got away. The one she can't have. The one who built something amazing without her. Social proof plays a role too. When other people see you succeeding, when they see you with better women, when they see you thriving, it validates your worth. She starts hearing from mutual friends about how well you're doing, how happy you look, how much better you seem without her. But most importantly, you develop genuine emotional independence. You stop needing her validation, her approval, her presence. You become complete within yourself. And that completeness, that self-sufficiency, is incredibly attractive. Remember this: she didn't leave you because you weren't enough. She left because she couldn't handle how much you were. She couldn't appreciate your value, so she threw it away for something cheaper, easier, more disposable. Now it's time to show the world, and her, exactly what she lost. You are the prize, kings. You always were. She just couldn't see it, but everyone else will. If this video opened your eyes, I need you to do something for me. Smash that like button right now. Show me you're ready to take your power back. Subscribe if you want more content that will transform you from victim to victor. And in the comments, I want to hear from you. What city are you representing? Drop your location and let me know which trick hit you the hardest. Your brothers are watching, and we're building a community of men who refuse to settle for less than they deserve. You've got this, men. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of.